Today we are making incredibly healthy oven-baked Sicilian cannoli. They are gluten-free, vegan, sugar-free and rich in plant-based proteins. Let's do this! Let's start by soaking the pistachios for our cannoli filling. Pistachio filling for cannoli is a classic. Check the description if you want a filling with chocolate and orange essence instead. Next, let's make a vegan egg replacement with chia seeds and water. Give it a stir and let the mixture rest in the fridge until thick. To make cannoli shells, we need molds like this. If you don't have them, we show you how to make them using foil. Take a kitchen foil roll and cut out a square. Fold it once. And then again onto itself, forming a smaller square. Now, take a used foil or cling film tube and wrap the foil square around it tightly. Slide one end of the wrapped foil out of the tube and clip it with your fingertips. Doing this will make our DIY cannoli molds sturdier and easier to handle. Now, slide out the tube completely and clip down the mold where the sheets overlap. Finally, to make our molds even sturdier, let's stuff them with some crumpled bits of foil. Back to baking. Get a bowl and add in the gluten-free flour, the xanthan gum if your flour doesn't contain it already, the zero-carb sweetener erythritol, and the cocoa powder. Give it a good stir and then add in the key egg mixture, nut butter, and a plant-based milk. Give it a quick mix and then knead until the ingredients turn into a sticky and pliable dough. Now, take a sheet of parchment paper and place half of the dough onto it. Wrap the rest in cling film to keep it moist. Cover the dough with another sheet of baking paper and start rolling it as thinly as you can, around 1 to 2 mm thin. Start cutting the dough into discs using a cookie cutter or cup with a diameter between 9 and 10 cm or 3.5 and 4 inches. Based on the default quantity of ingredients in the description, you should get around 12 discs. Now, get your cannoli molds and brush them with a little bit of oil. Then, wrap the dough discs around the mold. Make sure to overlap the discs' edges and press down on them to keep the wrap from unfolding. Next, place your cannoli shells onto a baking tray and bake for 12 minutes at 200 degrees Celsius or 390 degrees Fahrenheit in a static oven. While the cannoli bake, grab your blender and tip in half of the firm tofu that you have thoroughly rinsed and squeezed. Then add in the remaining erythritol, the soaked pistachios, and the rest of the tofu. Give all a good blitz until the cream takes on a light green color. Once the cannoli shells have cooled off, you can remove the molds. If you're using proper molds, compress them and slide out the shells delicately. If using the DIY molds, remove the foil padding and crumple down the foil tube. Then, delicately twist out the shells. Finally, let's use a piping bag to fill our cannoli with the pistachio cream. If you don't have a piping bag, you can push the filling into the cannoli with a teaspoon. All done! These cannoli are so much healthier than the classic ones. They are suitable for vegans, people intolerant to gluten, and folks on a low-sugar diet. Thanks for watching and enjoy!